Now it's time to go over our week 4 tight ends, top 10 tight ends. This week, guys, I can't wait to jump into this. We're going right into here at number 10. I'm going Cole Kmet. Now, I got him up here at my number 10 because I believe that maybe Caleb Williams is starting to understand you got to throw it to your tight end. He is your safety blanket as you are learning here in the NFL. And we saw that last week as he had a nice explosion game for us in fantasy football, and this could continue as long as Caleb Williams keeps maturing, keeps learning the football game. I think him and Cole Kmet could have a nice connection, and for fantasy football, Cole Kmet could be really good for you. This week, Kmet goes against the Rams defense that ranks 29th against opposing tight ends. Finally, a big piece to the Caleb Williams puzzle, right? So, like I was saying, why is he struggling so much? He's just making bad decisions. I told you guys this before the NFL draft that Caleb Williams was a bad decision maker. It's probably going to take him a little bit longer to get adjusted to the NFL game, and that's exactly what's happened. But last week you saw him really start targeting Cole Kmet and being a big part of the offense, and I really like what I see out of that. So if you have Cole Kmet, put him into your lineup. I think you'll be happy that you did. Coming here at number 9, yes, 9, I'm seeing Travis Kelce all the way down at number 9. I'm sick and tired of the BS with Travis Kelce. I don't know what's going on, and with me ranking him way down here, he's probably going to have a breakout game this week against the Chargers. But man, it is so frustrating to have any types of shares of Travis Kelce because he's doing absolutely nothing. Complete cockadoodle for you. I don't know if he's just worried about Travis Kelce. He might be emptying his balls right before the freaking game. Who knows what's going on? But I just know one thing: Travis Kelce is not putting up the points that we need him to do. This week, going against the Chargers defense that ranks 14th against opposing tight ends. Where has he been? That's the question. Where's he been? We don't know where he's at. He's not producing what he should be. I'm not putting him in my top 5 until he can start producing back. He's going to learn a lesson. He's going to be like, yo, why are you all of a sudden you're producing now? And he's going to say on ESPN, he's going to say, you know what? The Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network had me outside of the top 5. I had to start picking up and playing. That may happen, guys. Be on the lookout for that. Could be Sports Center type of stuff. But who knows? I think Travis Kelce could get it going. He has the ability to get it going. He has a Patrick Mahomes. They're just not utilizing him like they should be. Maybe this is the week they do. I don't know, but I had to put him here down at number 9. Coming here at number 8, we're talking about Mark Andrews, another tight end. A little bit disappointed. It's kind of blown out fantasy football-wise in week 1 with Isaiah Likely over there, even though he received more snaps than Isaiah Likely. But then he started coming on strong, right? Mark Andrews is a good tight end. I think with Derrick Henry on the field now, they're really trying to utilize Henry a little bit more, which is taking a little bit from the passing game, right? So Lamar Jackson running the ball, Derrick Henry's running the ball. They don't really have enough time to throw the football, I guess, to anyone else. But right now, this week, Mark Andrews goes against a Bills defense ranks 25th against opposing tight ends. Needs to be more consistent in his production. This week, they are going to need Mark Andrews if they want any type of success against a Bills team that is clicking on all cylinders right now. 3-0 coming out the gate. They are absolutely shellacking people just like they did against the Jaguars last week. The Ravens better watch out because they finally got their first win against Dallas, but they are no freaking, killer right now, right? So they can go over there and get smacked without the Bills if they're not careful. I think they're a good enough team to get the job done and actually beat the Bills, but they need to start utilizing their weapons like Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, and I think this could be the week that they do that. So we're right along here at number 7. We're talking Kyle Pitts. This is one of those frustrating guys. It's just like, is this finally his year? We say it every single week, and most weeks, 98% of the time, you're pissed off because you started Kyle Pitts. This week going against a Saints defense right now that ranks 28th against opposing tight ends. Saints gave up a ton of chunk yardage to Dallas Goedert last week. Now, normally they're a little bit better against the tight end, but they historically have always got shredded by tight ends. It is what it is. Last week, Dallas Goedert had a couple broken coverages, went for banana type of yardage. So this could be the week that Kyle Pitts really kind of gets together. I just don't know if he's going to be targeted enough to make these big dividends happen. They have Drake London and Darnell Mooney over there and Bijan Robinson, so it's hard to kind of spread the football around. But this could be a week that Kyle Pitts really does well against a Saints defense that has shown to be vulnerable against the tight end position. We're just going to have to wait and see. Move right along. We kind of talked about it a little bit. At number 6, we're talking Dallas Goedert, who actually went nuclear last week. A career type of game against the New Orleans Saints. He completely shredded them for a ton of yardage. Well, this week it may be, not as good, or not as good Eatons, as you should say, as last week, going against a Bucs defense that ranks 4th against opposing tight ends. And like I said, don't expect a repeat of last week. Maybe some people are going to be putting him maybe in the top 5 or whatever the case is as far as tight ends goes. He doesn't get that type of opportunity. Now, The only reason why he's this high in my rankings, he would be closer to like 9 or 10 usually, but we could be looking without AJ Brown. We could even be looking at without Devonta Smith. Dallas Goedert could be the #1 read for this offense, which, I mean, that's just going to bode well for him, right? Even though going against a tough defense against the tight end position in the Bucs, he should just have more opportunities in general to get you a lot of yards. I had to put him here at number 6. Now, another guy kind of surprising at number 5, we're talking Sam Laporta. This guy had #1 in my rankings. He's just not being utilized. Ended up getting hurt last week. He was going in and out of the lineup, whatever the case is. He's so frustrated. All these tight ends are completely frustrating this year, and it's just, it's making me go bonkers at this point. But Sam Laporta, going against a Seahawks defense, ranks 23rd against opposing tight ends. Should be able to play even with that ankle injury that he has. He should be good to go for the game. Make sure you guys are checking before game time before you see if he is in or out. But Sam Laporta should be a big part of the offense. I've been saying this all season long. It's just not happening. Same thing with Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, and all these guys. Dalton Kincaid, who finally had a really good game. But all these top tight ends are just not doing anything, and Sam Laporta is no rule to the exception there. He just hasn't been having really good weeks. So hopefully this week he can get it going. We'll have to wait and see, but you got to put him in your lineup if you have him. Move it right along here. At number 4, we're talking about Jake Ferguson. Came back from injury last week. Almost had 100 yards. Ended up with like 95 yards receiving. I think this week he can kind of continue things going, right? They're going against a Giants defense that ranks 16th against opposing tight ends. This is a team that the Cowboys should eat against. They are frustrated at losing so much. They got shellacked by the Saints and they got beat by the Ravens. They're just getting beat, right? And they need to get some wins, and now they're going against a Giants team, division rival. They should go in there and just beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. You know what I mean? They should go in there and do whatever they want with them. Look for huge games from CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson, and Dak Prescott should be going in there and doing whatever they want. I love myself some Jake Ferguson this week. Now, move right along to number 3. We're talking Dalton Kincaid. This is a tight end. You finally saw him do something last week. We've been waiting to see this type of game from Dalton Kincaid. When we knew Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis was gone, we thought Dalton Kincaid was going to be the #1 option here, the go-to guy, getting all the targets. It hasn't been really the case until we saw last week him go absolute ham sauce. This week going against a Ravens defense that ranks 31st against opposing tight ends. Main target against a tight end friendly defense. You gotta love it, right? They're 3-0 for a reason. They're going against a tougher team, even though their record may not say so. The Ravens are still a good team. Maybe they're just putting some things together. Offense really hasn't gelled with Derrick Henry as of right now, but you never know. Any given week, they could put it all together and be absolute scary. So the Bills got to be on high alert here. They've got to make sure they're playing good, sound, solid football. I think they'll go in there and they'll be doing that. Dalton Kincaid will be a big part of this offense and a big reason if they end up going 4-0 and beating the Ravens. So we are along here at number 2. We're talking Dalton Kincaid, Trey McBride. We just talked about Dalton Kincaid. What am I talking about? But Trey McBride, another one of these tight ends, really close to being my #1 tight end this week, but still number 2, going against a porous Commanders defense that's a little bit better against a tight end, but ranks 6th against opposing tight ends. Needs to clear concussion protocol to play though. I think he shall. I think it should be good to go. But again, those are one of those things you got to make sure, see how the Thursdays, today, and then the Fridays practices and Saturday. Make sure he's probably gonna be a game time decision. Make sure you check your roster. Make sure he's gonna be good to go. That way you can get him in your lineup or take him out if he doesn't end up able to go. So move right along here at number 1. I'm going again, Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a tight end, rookie tight end that's getting a ton of targets, and I'm liking what I see out of Brock Bowers. They're utilizing him quite a bit this week, going against a Browns defense that ranks 12th against opposing tight ends. Has proven to be an elite pass catching option, right? Didn't maybe have the best game last week, but any given week, he just gets so much opportunities to be the man. And with Gardner Minshew having rumors of maybe he might be benched for Aiden O'Connell, he's going to start this week, but if he has another bad week, it's not going to be good for Gardner Minshew, so he knows. Look for big games from Devonta Adams and big games from Brock Bowers, because if he's going to go out, he's going to go out swinging. That's just how Gardner Minshew is. He's going to be slinging the ball all over the field. Brock Bowers should be the beneficiary of that. I look for a huge game for Brock Bowers in week 4. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are pumping out videos each and every week to help you set the best lineup possible. That way you can ultimately win a championship. Guys, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about Brock Bowers being my #1 tight end? Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.